Hi there, everybody. I'm not going to hold you in suspense because I know you know what this presentation is about the moment you set eyes on me. It's how to write emails like a white lady. This is important. The email that we're going to be walking through today is a real-life email I sent. It is a $300 email, so just hold that in your mind as we walk through it. Just a little background. You're probably familiar with white ladies. Perhaps Karens are the most familiar to you, but that is one end of a spectrum. On the other end is a very elegant white lady named Audrina. And we're gonna really channel our inner Audrinas today. Karen and Audrina have something in common. They both want something and they're gonna wanna speak to a manager about it, but Audrina's gonna get it. And it's because instead of fingers in face, we have fingers on keyboard. She's not shouting, arguing, or impatient. She's eerily, almost scarily calm. She's sharing feedback. She's endlessly patient. Instead of threatening, she's promising. We're not going viral, we're not losing our job. We're staying under the radar, earning respect. We have everything to gain and nothing to lose. My qualifications, I graduated magna cum laude, which is not the best one, but still good. And went to a school with the initials HU, not the best one, and also not a good one. I'm white. I've been a professional writer since 2012, during which time I received thousands of dollars of free products just because of the way that I write about them and ask for them in emails. I've also received hundreds of pages of hate mail based entirely on my personality and the way that I write. So I am thick-skinned enough to be able to discuss this openly with you today. And I've de-escalated interactions with multiple anti-choice activists, also speaking to my thick-skinnedness. How do you know if it's time to write a WLE, a white lady email? We're gonna start with a question. Is it important? Yes and no. We're still moving on. It can be a huge issue, it can be a small issue. We're writing it. Do I care about it? Yes. If no, we're gonna close our laptop. Anytime we hit a no in this chain, we're closing our laptop. Am I on the right side of history? Hopefully, yes. Not on the right side of history? Close it. Move on. Does this person have the power to get me what I want? That's an important one. If yes, let's keep it moving. Do we have time today? Also very important, because these things take time. We're really gonna settle into it. And do I have a lawyer? If you have a lawyer, you're gonna go ahead and close your laptop because they can handle this. If you don't, it's on you. Let's fucking go. Who gets one? Anybody that you are on the downside of the power dynamic, they can get a white lady email. And they also have to have wronged you in some way. They may not be aware of it, but you need to be. We got landlords, bosses, toxic friends, PR people, HR people, parents, professors, business owners, and crucially for today's email, event coordinators. Okay, let's get centered. Before we dive in, we have a mantra. We're gonna repeat it as many times as we need. I am powerful.
I am powerful.
I am relentless.
I am relentless.
I am right.
I am right.
That last one is important because you may be in this for a while, so make sure you agree with yourself before you start. Okay, step 2, figure out what you want. And that's gonna be your very first sentence. October 2018. I'm writing to the juggernaut that is Bon Appetit magazine.
Wow.
At the height of their power. I am on the correct side of this power dynamic.
Yeah.
Hi there. I wanted to get in touch to let you know that I was very disappointed in the Hot 10 party. We immediately know who we're dealing with. This is a deranged woman who has attended a party for Bon Appetit and she has some issues with it. Then we're gonna make sure that what I want is what they want. In this case, we're dealing with a business. Most of the things they want are a good reputation and money. So what we're gonna do is list reasons that I have something they want, feedback, to get what they want, which is a better reputation and more money. The issue here is that many of the restaurants closed before I could sample their wares. And that was upsetting to me, someone who paid, again, $300 to attend this event. Step 4, this is an important one for any aspiring Karens. We wanna lean full Audrina on this.
Right.
Do not sell anybody out. You don't know who's reading your email, so it's heavy empathy. I was very disappointed. However, it could be a failure of communication. Maybe the restaurants weren't properly informed. Maybe you sold too many tickets. You were surprised by the turnout. This happened to me. It also happened to employees. Come with solutions and emphasize impact. We're going girl boss here. Perhaps in the future, you could consider selling fewer tickets, maybe staggering the times that people are allowed in, maybe dropping prices. Then at the very end, we're also emphasizing impact in this. I heard many people saying what I'm saying, but I'm the only one brave enough to bring it to your attention. We gotta get ahead of this, my friend. Step 6, my favorite step, show them the knife. Inside all of us, we have a list of phrases that businesses know that we're not supposed to know. Phrases like two-party consent state, private citizen, habitability clause, that one's great for landlords. In this case, I'm gonna use my full name. I was at this time working as a journalist on the internet. So let's assume whenever we write an email that the person receiving it, especially if it's a deranged email, is gonna look us up on Google. This person's immediately gonna see, okay, this person writes for the internet. Let's imagine that she will, if she wishes, do damage. Step 7, you will of course be basing probably a presentation in 5 years' time around this email. So make sure it's quite carefully proofread, and then we're gonna click send, and we're gonna wait. October 24th, let's circle back. Short and sweet, we've already said everything we need to say. Checking back in on this to make sure you saw it, as I think there were very real issues at last week's event.
Yes.
Very real issues. Okay, you're gonna get a response. This is your first opponent. They are going to be minor. Usually the person responding to your email is not someone who's going to be able to resolve your issue. Don't blow it now. Don't pop off. We got Kendall. We're happy to meet Kendall. Thank you for your note. We are sorry to hear of your experience at the Hot 10 party. We've passed your message along. Some nice boilerplate from Kendall. We confirm receipt, and we move on. And then we profit. Because we handled ourselves so perfectly, we received this from Kendall. Thank you again for your thoughtful insight surrounding our event. I have spoken to the event organizers, and we will go ahead and process a refund for your tickets.
Wow.
And that is how I wrote a $298 email that actualized me for the future and turned me into the white woman you see in front of you today, a menace.